Millions of people rely on Social Security disability. You pay into the system. That way, if you get hurt and can't work, it's there to help you.
But 13 Investigates is going to show you how that support system is failing. And each time it does, senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel says you pay the bill.
This is to sleep.
Managing all this medicine is a full-time job for Kim Stiles. She wishes she could go back to her old job at a manufacturing plant.
If I could work, I would work.
Jonathan Harris says the same thing.
I would love to be working right now.
Both Jonathan and Kim worked for decades until...
Didn't know what was going on. Everything was spinning.
Kim developed a brain disorder. Jonathan suffered a massive back injury.
5 operations, permanent nerve damage in my leg.
Jonathan and Kim have not been able to work for years, but when they tried to file for disability...
Oh, I've been denied.
Denied me altogether.
Getting disability claims processed for folks like these has been a nightmare. Inside its state offices, the Social Security Administration says 25% of its workers are leaving every year. The impact is devastating. A few years ago, it took 4 months to process a disability claim. Now, it's more than 7. If you add in appeals, it's not uncommon for disability applicants to now wait 2, 3, even 4 years to get a decision.
How long have you been trying to get disability?
Almost 5 years, I think.
For Jonathan, it's been about 8.
It just wears on you.
Both were forced to appeal their disability cases to federal court, and both times, a federal judge determined the government made shocking mistakes. A U.S. District Court judge ruled Kim's disability case was mishandled when a state administrative law judge failed to address her persistent symptoms, failed to confront evidence from her doctors, and misrepresented the medical record. The federal judge ordered Kim's case be reconsidered because the administrative law judge's findings were factually incorrect. A federal court discovered Jonathan's case was mishandled too. Turns out both Social Security and an administrative law judge denied Jonathan's disability based on someone else's medical records.
The judge didn't notice that?
No, nobody noticed this.
Annette Rakowski is the disability attorney for both Kim and Jonathan.
How does something like that even happen?
I just think it's carelessness. I mean, we see mistakes like this that happen all the time.
The government's mistakes are not just costing the people who are denied disability. They're also costing you. 13 Investigates has discovered when federal judges find bad decisions and order disability cases to be reconsidered, taxpayers foot the bill. Over the past decade, the Social Security Administration has paid more than $390 million in plaintiffs' legal fees after state administrative law judges improperly denied disability claims.
I have never seen things quite this bad, quite this inaccurate. Nobody seems to care about getting it right.
Children are also waiting years for disability hearings after being repeatedly denied due to mistakes. 4-year-old Valkyrie Cass has cerebral palsy. Her doctors encouraged her mom to apply for supplemental security income to help pay for Valkyrie's care.
The medical bills are astronomical, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
But the Social Security Administration has repeatedly denied Valkyrie's SSI application based on this medical exam conducted by a doctor hired by Social Security. The doctor said Valkyrie's overall gait is perfectly normal, even though you can clearly see a severe limp.
Patty cake, patty cake.
The doctor's exam claimed her left hand is normal and full strength, but medical reports from Valkyrie's doctors say the exact opposite. And the government doctor reported Valkyrie displayed unimpaired reading and writing, even though her mom says those were not even tested during the exam.
Everything was wrong. I don't know whose records those were, but they were not my daughter's.
3 denials, and 3 years later, the Cass family's only hope is filing an appeal in federal court.
It just seems to never end. It's very infuriating.
Unfortunately, the end of the process is sometimes tragic.
Something's gotta change. Something's gotta change.
This is James Gilbert, recording himself in front of a Social Security office in Indianapolis. James was a roofer for 25 years until he started having epileptic seizures.
He had seizures all day, every day. That's why he didn't go anywhere.
His sister suggested James apply for disability. After being denied 3 separate times, James decided to record this video.
I have epileptic seizures daily, but they said I can work.
Just moments after turning off the camera,
See ya, everybody.
James killed himself right in front of the Social Security office.
Why do people have to wait 2, 3, 4 years to get help? That's unacceptable. A system you paid into that you can't get the help you need, nobody should have to go through that.
These cases are complex and they are emotional. Data shows on average an estimated 10,000 people a year die while waiting for their disability benefits to be approved. The Social Security Administration has asked Congress for an additional $800 million to increase staffing and reduce wait times. We're continuing to push Social Security and federal lawmakers for answers and how they plan to fix the system to ensure the people who really deserve disability get it. I'm Bob Siegel, 13 News.